Hi, my name's Carl Werner. I'm the founder of R.A.W. R.A.W is it's a platform where people can connect with one another around the topic of Ballito. Now, it's mainly focused on events and local news, but a big portion of what people are looking for here is to find businesses that they can use for various services and products in the area. Often when people look for new businesses or services to use, they go to friends or family for advice. But because Ballito has grown so rapidly, there's a lot of people here who don't know anyone in the area, and that's where the R.A.W platform has been so powerful, is that people can actually come to us and we give them that information which they would normally get from friends or family. When people look for a service or business, others in the area recommend someone to use, which is extremely powerful because it helps people to know they can trust a business or service, and therefore they're far more likely to use that service to help them in their everyday lives. For the community, it basically helps link them together, connect them with one another, where normally people possibly have contact with friends or family, maybe neighbours, but they don't, in a sense, have access to the greater community. Most of us live in houses with big walls around us. We drive cars with the windows shut, music blaring, so we don't have contact with the greater community. And this, in a way, gives them access to talk to people in an easy, safe environment and share information about the area. Often we'll have people coming on and saying, look, I had a great meal at this restaurant, you should try it out. Or, great salon, try it out, they offer a fantastic massage. So we help connect them with that info. What we've also done now is that when a person comes on looking for a service or business, we'll contact our advertisers and say, look guys, this has been asked, why don't you go and establish a connection with that person and help guide them through the process of possibly using your business or service. So it helps an advertiser or business in Ballito gain more customers, but in a way that they're actually sharing info and creating a connection and a relationship with that customer, which they wouldn't normally have been able to do on another platform. What I realized when we got into social media and as our platforms grew is that there's a lot happening. The web is changing so quickly, and social media along with it. Someone that's helped me a lot on social media and the web in general is Mark Saunders.
Social media in its essence is really just digital platforms that people can use to connect with other people. Why this has become so powerful is because in a world where we live in an information era, an information technology world, we have this constant need to capture data and collect data. But what people haven't realized, and what business is struggling with, is where do we find competitive advantage when all of our customers and all of our competitors are capturing data as much as we are? Well, what social media did is it brought in a whole new playing field. It allowed us to be able to break past the collection of data and actually connect with real individual people. That became so important. In fact, it thrust us into what we call the connection economy, coming out of the information era, moving into the connection economy. And now we have a whole new competitive advantage against every other business on the face of the planet, and that's relationship. As long as we learn that social media is more about the relationship with people and the connection we have with them, and less about the platform or seeing it as another channel or essentially just another marketing vehicle. Social media really, at the end of the day, is a way in which we can gain competitive advantage above anybody else in the world today.
Where it has been extremely powerful up until now is that people don't have a place to come, a centralized place where they can find information. And what we found is that a lot of people are coming to us to find out things which are not really major news points, but for the people involved they are. And people just don't know where to go to actually get the problem solved. And that's where we can come and we can connect them to people in various sort of positions that are able to assist with that. Someone who's had a lot of success using our platforms and writing articles for our online magazine is Kelly from Tiffany's Beauty Salon.
I decided to advertise with I Love Ballito because being new in Ballito, I actually used the site so much myself. It kept me updated with what was happening locally. It's a fantastic way of communicating with everyone in our environment and who is from this area. Recently, I've got a great example of how R.A.W has been excellent as an advertising tool. Cole messaged me to let me know there's been a question asking about deep tissue massages. I responded saying, come through, we do excellent treatments, pop down our prices, and that week alone we had 4 people booking for a deep tissue massage. It's fantastic that Cole actually provides a medium where we can post directly to our clientele or to a customer who may be interested. It creates a direct way of communicating with our clients and through R.A.W fans.
What we decided to do after starting a Facebook page is that we brought in a website to centralize the information we were trying to share with people. That website's got events, it's got local news, it's got businesses that people can use, as well as information about who to contact in an emergency, lots of localized information on there. So what we are doing now is that we are using our social media channels to drive people to the website to find information, share more in-depth info about what's happening. One of our very satisfied clients is Glenda Thompson from Hirsch-Belido.
At Hirsch's, we like to make the shopping experience something really great. We're trying to help customers to get a better feel of the product. So what we do is we hold demonstrations throughout the year. We have classes for domestic workers. We also have bread making classes. We have networking functions where we have municipal speakers come along. And all of that gets fed back to the R.A.W site and is uploaded for everybody to see what's happening, not just at Hirsch's, but throughout Belito and on the North Coast. So it works really well for us. I think it's a great boon for a community of this size especially to have a site like R.A.W. So very happy with the site.
Facebook or social media in a sense makes everyone their own radio DJ, and it allows everyone to have a voice where they normally would not have been heard. What we've done is we've gone onto all of the platforms. We try to share different and unique information on each one, and we try to keep people linked to what's happening at the current time. One of our satisfied advertisers is Tim Johnson.
Seaf Dolphin Coast made a decision a couple of months ago to make a concerted effort to engage with the social media strategy. So knowing that we had our marketing platforms already set up, which were effectively our localized web presence and our national Seaf web presence, we felt that we needed a social platform to engage with the community. We wanted to be seen as an educator. We want to be seen as a brand that can assist. We want to be seen as a company that gives back, and whether that be through time, whether that be through advice, it was important to us. During that process, we came across R.A.W. A lot of the good work that they have been doing in building their databases and building their likes, and it just seemed like a good fit. We're a local business of Belito, of the North Coast and Natal, and they were an online social networking platform of the area, so it seemed like a good fit and it was worth engaging with them.
There are two sides to social media. It can be extremely powerful in a positive sense, getting the word out there, but it can also turn around on you if you're not careful. One of our local business owners who dealt very successfully with the complaints on social media is Hamel from Premier Plantation here in Belito.
Carl was kind enough to alert me to a complaint received about our restaurant on his website, and I read through the complaint, and the first thing that struck me was that it may have been a fair complaint, but the way it was handled was quite a lot of anger, and the fact that it was brought together on a public forum. The key with any problems or criticism is to fix it as soon as it happens and make sure that when the customer leaves, they're happy and will always come back. When this complaint arose, I immediately made contact with the person on Facebook and asked him to either give me a call, provide his details, and I'll contact him and try and resolve it. Unfortunately, he chose to approach it in a different manner on a public forum, but what amazed me is that a lot of people immediately got onto that comment and started to produce quite a few positive vibes. Their feelings towards us, what we've always done for them, how they appreciate the service and quality of food that we've done. So when various customers and friends and family joined the conversation and got into it, it just exposed the power of social media.
The audience that follows us is very is very wide. We've had a lot of people in Belito that actually follow us to find out what's happening. Then we've got people in Joburg who follow us simply to know what's happening in their favorite holiday destination. They like to know, keep up to date, know what's going to happen when they come down. A great example is we have a lot of people coming on and saying, look, I'm going to be in Belito, what can I do? And we can help them there and connect them with what's happening. Someone who's got a lot of benefit out of using the I Love Belito platform is Mags, who was previously with East Coast Radio.
Hi, I'm Margaret Westerhoff, aka Mags van der Westhuizen, originally known from Big Brother 1, South Africa. We moved to Belito about 8 months ago, and so of course, you get chatting to all the moms in the area and got to find out about I Love Belito, which saved my life. I also love the power of social media and the fact that I Love Belito is I Love Belito, and it's pretty self-explanatory. But you don't have to live in this town, aka village, to be affected by the brand. We have a huge influx of visitors from around the country, and not just Joburg and Pretoria, but from around the country that are able to go and visit and see all the activities that are going to be happening through the festive seasons. I think that's also just another little tick for I Love Belito. The phenomenon of it is that you don't actually have to be in the place to feel the effect. You can be in touch no matter where you are.
One of the big issues we had when we started out is that a lot of businesses here don't actually think that online advertising is important. The average business owner in Belito is probably over the age of 40 years of age. They weren't exposed to this. They don't understand the internet per se, but most of them don't actually know what social media is. They don't see the point in advertising online because they simply extrapolate from themselves and then say, well, I don't do that, so why should my business? So we've had a lot of educating to do with the local business owner. One of the members of the I Love Belito team is Tennille, who will give you some more information about our customers and how our sales process works.
Being online, it's majority of the people that I call up to ask, they are sitting at work in front of their computers. It's easy for them to log onto their laptops, go onto Google, search for I Love Belito, and they have it right in front of them. So this is an advantage for online advertising. We find that when the business owners go onto our Facebook page as well as our website, they can see what we do. They can see how we really do love Belito. We are in it to help Belito, the people, and the businesses grow.
We've had a lot of competitors come along over the last 2 years and try to do what we're doing. But what most of them don't realize is this is very much a project of passion. We don't mind that there are others out there that are trying to do what we're doing. We just want to do what we're doing to the best of our abilities and make sure that we are creating value within the community. I Love Belito.
I Love Belito.
I Love Belito.
And I Love Belito.
I Love Belito.
I love Belito.
I love Belito.